We're back at Spark Cycleworks. They're putting us to work today, so we're pretty much employees right now, right?
Yeah.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Get to work, Marv. Matt, so where are we heading right now?
Yep. So we're basically making our daily routine in the morning. Pretty much every single morning, we have to run across town and fill my truck with bike parts, and then bring them back to begin building again. And we'll probably do this, like in some cases, 2 to 3 times a day. Our facility is just really small right now, and we needed to grow, so we got this big warehouse down the road. Yeah, this is just the way things are.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
So this is the sketchy entrance, right?
This is sketchy entrance. So we basically got into a situation where we had a 40-foot container of parts coming, and we had nowhere to put it, so we just found this last-minute warehouse to get it.
Nice.
And so we have about, I want to say like 3,000 or 4,000 square feet in here.
Jeez.
And then the rest of the facility, we're going to have probably maybe 10 to 15,000 that we can move into. So I'll show you this terrifying
That's
place to start. So like a month ago, this was all double stacked.
Oh, wow.
Through the back. You know what I'm saying? So you can see now, like, dude, this is only like a month worth of sales. So now you wanna see what the other space
Let's
is?
go.
Alright, so now this will feel more like it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you're looking over that way, the door to the other space, that's where we just were. And this is where you would move into probably, I don't know, maybe around fall time. So I think this is about 7,000, maybe 8,000. I can't remember. This space over here is going to get renovated. It's super like run down right now, but
Oh, wow.
you can see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it needs
All the walls are knocked down and everything.
But the goal would be that this would be an office. So this is office system in here, and then warehousing behind us. And so all online fulfillment would be done here.
All right, so Marv and I are going to work on putting this Bigfoot together. This is their folding bike. Put it together and we're going to test it out. All right, so we got this thing all built up. It was actually pretty quick. We're going to test it out. Looks like the back hub is working. Test ride number 1. I did not expect it to be like this. Oh, dude, you gotta try it out, Marv.
Actually really nice.
Do the throttle. What do you think?
Awesome, bro.
Dude, I didn't expect it to be that powerful.
Zippy little bike.
Yeah, dude.
We've been working with a company overseas in Europe to basically integrate something into the Bandit that's really, really special. And it's all about adding extra battery life to the Bandits, and it will actually end up working with pretty much any bike. The only condition is that it has XT60 connectors. There's probably going to be a version down the road that has XT90. So what's unique about it is there's 2 inputs, right? So you can basically connect one battery in, connect the other battery in, and then you can send an output to your controller. What's really, really amazing about this thing is you can combine batteries apparently that are different voltages. So you can combine a 48 and a 52. You can combine different chemistries. So you could basically have a lead acid battery if you wanted coming into this thing, and a lipo battery coming in and still sending out. What happens here is there's a couple other side effects that are kind of unexpected. So the big one is a dramatic range boost. So you might think that if one of your batteries is giving you 20 miles and the other one is giving you 20 miles, that now you would have 40 miles. Well, that's not really true on this thing. Actually, what happens is because you're splitting your battery power, this special device will kind of turn it into running 2 batteries on eco mode. You can think about that. So less of a current draw. And you know, if you run it on eco mode, you're getting more range. So if you think about 2 batteries running on that, instead of getting 40 miles like we said before, you might get 60 miles combined. You never know. So we're still doing much more testing on this, but you're going to see a huge range boost. You're going to see a big power boost. And best of all, you're never going to have this situation where you need to reach down and swap between batteries and do that whole mess of things. It's pretty amazing. The one thing that we always like to tell people is you can't really safely, at least, just combine 2 batteries unless you really know what you're doing. You've got to really know what you're doing to make that work. So for your average rider that's not crazy techie and knows how to make this thing work really safely, running 2 different batteries together and disconnecting them, it can be a little sketchy. So this is going to be an amazing thing.
So Bomber Marv is going to work on trying to get this thing connected, and we're going to see if it works with a 48 volt battery, and then we're going to stick a 52 volt battery up here. So what do you think, Marv? What do you think is going to happen, dude?
High hopes, man, high hopes.
And then what's crazy to hear is, like, you know, normally, like with my aerial rider, if you're riding with one battery lower than the other, that's really not that good for it.
Right.
But with that little connector, it shouldn't make a difference.
It's going to make it so that you can run both of the batteries. No matter what the voltage is on either one, you can run them both together.
Right.
So it's going to be great. We're going to put it to the test.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So you're all getting this bike ready for a customer right now. It's shipping soon?
Yep, it will be going today. We just got the bin plate laser cut by Aaron in the other room. All the documents are together. It can take a few days for us to get all that stuff together.
Yeah.
And now we're just kind of in the final touches. I'm just getting the controller all set up on this side. Taryn is getting all the handlebar controls set up.
Very awesome.
All that kind
How long have you been here working, Taryn?
Just a couple weeks.
Oh, awesome. How are you liking it so far?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, have you ridden e-bikes before this?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh my God.
Just vintage motorcycles.
Oh, nice.
The newest bike I've been on is 1978.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a little
That's cool.
behind.
So what was it like trying the Bandit or just an e-bike in general? Was it the Bandit that you tried the first?
I tried, was it the Bandit?
I think you tried the Trooper.
The Trooper.
The Trooper?
It was a step through.
Yeah.
But, you know, you get on it and you don't realize how much speed it actually has.
Right,
you know,
right.
You think you're kind of going to pedal along and, you know, you give it a little throttle and it's like next thing you know you're like...
You were zipping along.
Yeah.
So did you get the e-bike grin?
I did.
Yeah. Do you plan on getting one yourself soon? Of your own?
See.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. I feel like that's going to take a lot.
It's gonna, you know, like I said, I'm stuck on the vintage.
The vintage bikes, yeah.
But,
You've got a few bikes.
I've got a few.
How many do you have?
Yeah, you have the big Nados?
A few?
Yeah, I got, well, after this weekend, now I got 23.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
23 to maintain and care after.
Wow. Do you have like your own garage you keep these
Yeah, I
in?
do.
Oh, nice.
Not
Very
too
cool.
far up the road in Guilford.
Nice. And do you have like a favorite one, or are they all your favorite?
Of course, I have a favorite.
Which one?
Say 1958 BMW R35.
Oh.
Got a sidecar and all that.
Oh,
all
that's
that
cool.
Stuff, so.
Do you ever bring it into work on non-rainy days?
I haven't brought anything
I'm waiting
cool.
for
I
it.
haven't brought anything cool yet, but
Oh.
I don't know. Tomorrow, if the weather stays nice, I might bring. I got a 1959 Thunderbird.
Oh. Good meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Whole crazy wiring.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not the most elegant thing, but you know.
It's cool. You can
Maybe
fit a toolkit in there,
Yeah, we
though.
can fit a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's
Yeah.
all this extra room, and you know, it's running 12 volts for the lighting, which is really nice. So you could do whatever you could think of. Underglow systems from a motorcycle you could put on here.
Oh, that would be really cool.
I know, I really want to do it. I mean, any accessory that you can think of that's going to run on 12 volt, which there are tons of, you could just tie right in. You know, we do everything is kind of just quick plug waterproof connectors.
Right.
So if there is an issue with something, let's say you dump the bike and there's a throttle that got damaged,
Right.
you can just come into the control box, disconnect it, run it out, get a new one, swap it right in.
I'm packing up a white Trooper.
Oh, okay.
If you want to check.
Yeah, let's hang out.
I just gotta find some mirrors first. That's not very
Oh, okay.
good content. The ones I have.
So this These are more motorcycle type mirrors. So Colin, you're the shop manager, right?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're taking some mirrors off of a showroom bike because we're short on them. So these are going to go on a customer's bike that we're shipping out today. I can show you that whole process of packing that up in a minute.
So how long have you been working with Spark?
I've been here a little over a year. I started in February of 2020, so like weeks before the pandemic started.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like, oh, sick new job.
Yeah.
You're riding bikes everywhere.
Right.
Just,
What'd you do before this?
I was a manager at a coffee shop. I managed like not the actual front of house, like all the online sales stuff. So
Okay.
there's like a roastery where they roast their own coffee. So if you
Nice.
ordered a pound of coffee online, I was the guy that was doing all that.
Very cool.
And I was a barista for like years before that.
It's like totally different worlds.
Yeah, totally different. Matt was a friend. That's
Yeah.
actually how I met Matt.
And this is more fun, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Still like coffee though, as you can see.
Yeah.
We have our coffee bar.
Right, right.
So that's kind of something from me though.
And then coming to Spark, this was the first time you rode an e-bike too, or?
Yeah. I didn't know anything about
Yeah.
about bikes even, let alone e-bike.
What a cool job, man.
It's pretty good. I cannot complain.
Yeah.
It's like the first time, people always say, oh, you gotta find a job that you don't mind waking up in the morning to do.
You guys have an awesome crew here.
Yeah.
All work and all play. See that sign up there?
Yeah.
That's their motto here. I love it.
Pretty much. That's how it goes.
Nice and packed up, guys. So what's your name?
Erin.
And what are you working on now?
I'm working on some pins for the next group ride we're going to do. We're hoping to do one at the beginning of each month. So these will kind of be like a member pin. So each time you come to a ride, you can get a pin.
Right.
Ton of remodeling in the shop. So I'm just working on some signage to print out.
Very cool. So what else do you do around the shop?
A little bit of
Everything? Yeah.
I do a lot of the manuals, some website design, photos, just really everything.
That is awesome. So what got you into wanting to work here at Spark?
I've never been like an e-bike person.
Really?
Like, it's still like new to me.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm all for it. Like, it's so fun.
It's pretty awesome.
Just my interview with Nan Collins was just so great. I was like, yeah, I want to work here.
Yeah.
It's just a good vibe.
You see something big here.
Yeah.
That's so cool. The first time you rode an e-bike, was it here? You never rode one before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got like that crazy e-bike grin everybody gets, yeah. So you'll never forget. What was the first one that you rode out of all the bikes that you guys carry here?
I think it was the Rambler.
The Rambler?
Yeah.
And then you tried the Bandit next?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been my favorite. That thing is fun. And you ride it with the dual motors and everything?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Awesome, you rock. So far Marv has soldered, or actually he cut the Anderson cables from here, then soldered this 8-gauge wire extension, and then soldered this little XT60.
Yes.
All right, pretty much done getting everything together. We're gonna get this bike down, and then we're gonna plug in the batteries and turn it on outside. So now we have a 48-volt battery on the bottom. We're gonna put a 52-volt battery on top, and then, yeah, then start putting this thing to the test to see if it's gonna run, how much the voltage drops when you hit the throttle.
Let's be real, this sucker's gonna run, buddy.
Oh yeah.
We get more power and speed.
Let's see, dude. Woo, we're excited. Something new. I mean, I swear, like, I feel like this is the first one in the U.S. This is gonna be the first one with this thing in the U.S.
Nobody else.
Here we go.
We got one.
Here goes nothing. Is it gonna pop? Is it gonna blow up? What's gonna happen, dude? I'm scared. Here goes the first time turning this on. It's all hooked up.
We're back up to 95%.
Oh my God, it's actually reading both batteries, you think?
It is reading both batteries.
What's it say in volts? You want to configure it over?
This is pretty exciting. This is e-bike science. Here it is, test one.
Looks like it's doing good.
I was seeing some voltage like going up and down, but
Yeah.
it's hard to know.
Normally, what would happen if you didn't have that thing and you hooked up 2 batteries? Would it still work?
If the batteries are not the same voltage,
Right.
so, well, let's say you got 2 48s, right? And one of them is 90% charged, the other one's 50% charged.
Right.
If you put those 2 batteries parallel, right off the bat, the one at the higher voltage discharges into the lower one
Right.
with a ton of current, and that's when you get like a fire going. So
That's scary.
if you run parallel, you have to make sure that they both start off
And
at the same exact voltage. If those batteries discharge at different rates, then one may become uneven, and there's a whole host of
unbalanced cells will happen.
It can be really dangerous. So
Crap.
that's why it's usually safest to just have one battery, take that battery off,
And then run the
to
other
the
one.
other battery.
Okay.
But this thing solves that problem.
This is crazy. Look at Marv. Look at Marv. I think you noticed something. What'd you notice?
Definitely helps out with the sag.
Yeah?
Yes, it does. Which means it's also going to give you more power to keep it going.
Yeah. If you can make this Bandit get 40 miles, that's incredible.
That's a big...
It's 40 miles going really fast.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
And holding it,
And
yeah.
that's the thing, keeping it at a good high speed at 40 miles, that's where it's at.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. I feel like I'm part of history. All right, so there's gonna be like a little more testing left on this thing, but we're pretty much done here for the night. I guess we'll catch you on a little ride tomorrow, so we'll see you there.
GoPro, stop recording.